Well, I think something that I get to do through this podcast is getting to know the people behind the social accounts that we often see. And one of my favorite things to do on the show is I love to interview people like you and leading experts. But my favorite people to have on the show are what I call everyday heroes, everyday people who are doing incredible things in the world. And some of those I find are the deepest stories that I'm exposed to, and they end up fostering some of the most connection with listeners on the show. So I'm sure it's something that you've experienced too in creating this and in the way that you're trying to engage with the community on social media as well.
They're all around us. These people doing this beautiful things, big and small. They surround us, and they don't always get the attention that they deserve because there are some very dramatic forces at work and some very important things that are demanding our attention. But it doesn't decrease the importance of, as you say, everyday heroes. And it's important to give them the spotlight they deserve because there's power in their stories. There's power to make you feel that there are good people out there. And that's not necessarily the narrative that is being shared throughout traditional and social media all the time because dramatic forces lead to more engagement a lot of the time. And it's important to stay informed. But the balance is critical. It's not just all about consuming information and being aware of what's happening in every corner of the earth. It's also being aware of what's happening close to you, what's happening with people, what's happening with folks in a way that's not going to make the news headlines, but is going to change how people feel about each other in a positive way. And so I love finding those stories, sharing those stories. I think it's extremely important. And that's what the page is filled with and what our editorial is filled with are those kinds of examples. And I think people are hungry for it. If these stories are told in the right way, something small can be as compelling as the biggest global news story sometimes, because at the core is what it means to be a person. And if you can tell that story effectively and you can convey it in a way that connects in a deep and honest fashion, it's a public service. I'm not saying that we achieve that on every single thing that we post, but we do it sometimes. And when we do, it's a really beautiful thing because you can see that it affects people in a way that matters and that they can hold on to.